We are going to get this party started. Hopefully everyone is having a fantastic Friday and stuff. I surely am. Just put my website here for those of you who don't know who I am and may be looking for someone to partner with in inside of DS Domination. Are going to get this party started. Cool. That website works. All right. So welcome everybody. I know it's last minute or not last minute, but very impromptu hangout or whatever webinar. But I wanted to get back in the grind. I've been on vacation and stuff, so I've been kind of in vacation mode. But time to get back into this grind here and get some things done. I'm loving Amazon FBA. It's absolutely changed my life, and yours too if you're a partner here. Today I want to just talk about the your listings and how to really set up your first listing, your listing for Amazon FBA, and whether it's a brand new product or it's actually a brand new product that you're bringing to the marketplace, or if it's a product that's already listed. Kind of how does that look? Okay, so that's the purpose of this this short. Hopefully it's going to be short training today. What qualifies me to actually share this information with you today? So I want you to see I'm actually logged into my Amazon Seller Central account, and my seller rating is 93%, which this is a big thing on Amazon is your seller rating. So I have a very high seller rating, seller rating. It's climbing back up to 100% very fast here. Just so you can see, here are some of my sales in the last 30 days. I've done $6,225, 183 units. I've actually I have shipped out, or Amazon has done it for me. So am I making money with this product? Then absolutely yes. While I was on vacation, Amazon deposited into my checking account $1,135. Of course, some of that is going to be product. Some of it is reimbursement for my cost of goods, but I normally my range is at least a 50% profit margin, if not 100%. So on some of the items that I actually source, I actually get 100% profit on them. So that's something that you can actually do as you source your items. And on the 13th. They dispersed. Oh no! So this is what they will be dispersing actually coming soon here, and this is what they dispersed while I was actually on vacation. So I'm close to almost $2,000 just from Amazon. Okay, so this is not with me recruiting. This is not me doing any solo ads, driving traffic, or any of those things. This is just pure money from Amazon. Okay, so let me unshare my screen because I'm actually going to go over now. At any point, if you have any questions during this time, then by all means, ask your questions. I'm going to find the question box somewhere. Let's see who else. Okay. Yeah. So I'll find the question box. I'm not quite sure where it is on this new platform I'm using. So I'm testing out a new platform for Hangouts and stuff, but nevertheless, let's just keep going here. All right. You can always just message me on Facebook if you have a question. All right, so Amazon FBA, big, Fortune 500 company, right? That is allowing you to actually sell on their platform. And it's funny because my husband and I, we were actually in the store doing some sourcing, I believe on yesterday, and he was like, "Well, why won't Amazon just sell these items themselves?" And I said, "Well, the thing about it is that there's so many items in this world that Amazon they can't possibly sell everything, right? I mean, they do sell a lot of things, but for them to be able to sell everything, that's a lot of work. So they're very smart in saying they will allow customers to help them, okay? And then we can actually make a full-time income actually being a partner with Amazon. There's power in partnerships, okay? And anything that you do, there's always you're always more powerful when you are united, okay? So that's really the reason why they do that, right? It's very smart on their part. So you've gotten items. So many of you got items, and it doesn't matter like how you've gotten items, or whether you source your items online from different suppliers that we actually give inside of the DS Domination Genesis product. So if you don't have that, then by all means inbox me, and I can certainly send you a link to get access to this amazing product. But whether you're sourcing items through that means, or you're sourcing items from local stores that are around you, or you're sourcing items from thrift stores, or you're sourcing items from the garage sales, or however you're sourcing items, then you have to get those things listed on Amazon. And it's the most critical part. Well, not the most critical. It's almost the most critical would be you actually sourcing the items. But if they're not on Amazon, they're not for sale. So you're not in business until you have listings that are up, that are optimized and everything, that so that people can actually buy them from you. So I just want to walk you through really setting up a listing, okay? Not necessarily everything in detail, but I want to just kind of go through, adding a product, whatever, how does that look and stuff. So, and this is not rehearsed or anything, so don't think that I rehearsed this. Cool. So, one way, so I'm going to actually pull up a few screens here. It's my webinar screen. So, one of the ways that you can actually get items listed on Amazon, it is actually from the Amazon's, main site, right? You could just go to Amazon.com and you could, let's just search something, baby wipes. And I'm not selling this, so don't think that I'm like selling baby wipes. Which, you know what, you may be able to find, some baby wipes that are I'm not selling. But okay, so here is like, baby wipes, right? So oftentimes what will appear is you'll see the item, and over here to your right, it'll have like sell one like that, right? Let's just see if we can find one this one has 895 reviews. Good Lord, people buy. Well, I guess people buy a lot of, and these are Amazon subscription services, so that might be the reason why we're not finding it. Let's see, we'll keep going here. I'm looking for something. I want you to see this over to the right. And okay, here we go. So here's one. So I guess usually if it's like not shipped and sold by Amazon, then they have this. Okay, so here is something that someone's selling here, and if I wanted to sell one, then it says have one to sell. Okay, and I would just basically click that, and it's going to take me to list this item. Okay, and I will put in all my all the different things, the item condition, and on baby stuff, Amazon only allows you to sell new stuff. So the item condition, how many you have, the price, and whether you want to ship this item yourself, which we do have some amazing training. It's called Monopoly, that teaches you how to actually drop ship on Amazon. It's how I really got my start on Amazon. But you can actually ship the item if it sells, or if you want Amazon to provide customer service for that item, if it sells, then you would actually click there, and the Genesis training will show you how to really go through that process. But this is one way, you can get this item onto the Amazon marketplace. Okay. Another way you could do this is you could take this ASIN number, okay, and you can log into your Seller Central. I'm already logged into mine, and you can go to inventory and you can go add a product. Okay, so this is another way that you can actually add a product. And you can see here it says find it on Amazon. Amazon doesn't really like for you to create like multiple listings for one ASIN. So you can search by ASIN and see if this thing is already on Amazon first. Okay, and you can see that. You can see it. Obviously, it is because we just found it. And from here, you can just do sell yours. Okay, so that's pretty. That's how you would actually get that one on if you did it this way. You could do it by just the name. So if you wanted to do just yellow catcher pocket, yeah, you could search it like that, and there you go. So now you can see all the different color variations. Somebody has a pack of 2, so there's 7 of those. This might not be a bad item for you all to check out. So that's another way you can kind of get that item, and you can see the categories that people are listing them in. Okay, that's some good information over there, right? Because some people have it in baby, some people have it in home and kitchen, and some people have it in clothing and accessories. So you can see there is multiple categories that you can actually put this item in. Okay, so that's one way. That's the second way. If this were a product that was actually listed on Amazon, then you actually would go and create a new product. Okay, the first thing you're going to have if you're going to create a new product is you're going to have. Let me just make sure my screen is showing. Okay, is you're going to need UPC codes. Okay, and we really explain about UPC codes and stuff and how to use those in our Monopoly training. But you're going to need to grab a UPC code. Okay. And once you do that, then you basically will create a new product. And that's if it's not in Amazon's catalog, you're going to create a new product. Okay, so that's going to be if the product is not on Amazon. Like I actually did list something that was not on Amazon when I got started. And I got started in FBA back in actually December. But if it's not on Amazon's catalog, then you create a new product. I had a product that I actually created on the Amazon catalog. It was sold exclusively at a store, and so I knew it wasn't on Amazon, and Amazon couldn't sell it. And so I put that item out there on Amazon, and so now I probably sell that item a couple times a week, if not daily, and it sells, quite regularly. Okay. So that's creating a new product. Okay. So let me just see if I can find a question box here, because I don't have to. We're not going to be on here very long, but I want to find out kind of what questions you all have. And if you want to just inbox me on Facebook, that'd be cool. I'll grab them there. But this is, it's really, I would say, just imperfect action, okay? I'm all about that imperfect action, because it's not the end of the world if you were to create it and it wasn't, the listing wasn't the best, right? You can always go back and edit it. The one thing I really like about Amazon is that, creating new listings is not something that you really have to spend a lot of time doing, because a lot of stuff is already there. And you can absolutely just use existing listings, right, and list items. Or you can be adventurous like myself, right, and you can start, finding items that are not on Amazon. Now there's a big, there's a big risk to that, right, because you may have an item that is not necessarily it never becomes popular, right? I just so happened to hit it big and found an item that it became, very popular. Okay, it was very popular. Um, but I actually used the training, the Monopoly training. Okay, so many people ask me, like, Keisha, what are your thoughts about the Monopoly training and DS domination? And I'm gonna tell you, I really scored it big, through the Monopoly training, because what I have found, and this is something I'm actually doing now, I'm actually running a test on an item, okay? And how I'm testing this item is through the training from Monopoly, okay? So I use Monopoly's training to test my item, and then once I decide, or once I find out if this item is going to be a good, if it's going to be a good item for me to sell, then I will move this item over into the Amazon FBA program, and I'll just use the training I got from Genesis on how to really do that successfully. Okay, so that's really how I would recommend people do this. Now, some people will jump and they'll get into Genesis, and that's fine, right? You can absolutely do that, but I think there's value in every single program that DS Domination offers, and I've used them all, right? And I still use them. So let me see if there are any questions as far on really creating a listing. And and like I said, just don't overthink this, okay? Because I definitely do. Okay, cool. So we have a question, and you guys, I don't know where, I thought there was like a chat functionality. I'm probably not going to use this very often because I can't really get integrated with you all. So, but the question is, starting off new, is it possible to start this on a budget? So how much would you suggest is needed getting started, okay? So my recommendation, okay, and this is funny because yesterday I was actually doing some sourcing with my husband, who is now actually very excited about the Genesis Easy. Okay, he loves Genesis Easy. He actually downloaded the scanning app onto his phone, and now he knows. I showed him the parameters, that we kind of go for as far as our inventory and stuff. So now, he can actually go and source items himself. He loves to do it. Awesome. But I was in the store yesterday, right, and we found this item. Okay. The item was $3.98. I'm actually gonna look on my phone because I was thinking of this exact question. Okay, the item I'm gonna go to my phone and find it, because the scanning app that I use, I can go back into the history and I can find out what I scanned on yesterday. So that's kind of how I'm doing this, if you guys wonder. Okay. So the item was $3.68. Okay, this item at this place I sourced it from, and there were no FBA sellers. Okay, absolutely none whatsoever. And the item is selling on Amazon for $17.45. It has a rank of 38,490. And it has a profit margin of $8.21. So I was in this store, okay, and I said to myself, wow, so someone could really have $100, okay, $50. We don't have to go to $100. Let's say $50, right? You could technically buy, as much as you could for $50 of this one item. Okay, this one item. Buy $50 worth of this item and send this item into Amazon FBA. Okay, even if you didn't want to use Amazon FBA, you could do just like this seller that's here that's actually doing it merchant fulfill, which you can learn about how to do that from Monopoly. Okay, because this item, yeah, you can just send it. It's lightweight. Okay, and all that. So I say, whatever budget you have, so if you have, $100 to $500, then, honestly, my item from China was less than $500, right? And that's with labeling, and that's with, shipping and everything. I got my item into the United States for less than $500, okay? So it's really about, going back to that, how can I get it done? This is not about mindset. This is about really listing, but it goes back to that. How can I get it done? And really, the solutions will come to you. It'll just come to you, right? You'll attract yourself. You'll attract to yourself the solution. So I say, if you're doing Genesis easy, there's no reason why you can't spend $100, right? And just start turning that money over, right? What we did on our accounts, on our bank accounts, and I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take my advice as financial advice. But we actually created, and we have an Amazon account, and so like all our inventory is bought out of that account, and our Amazon payments go into that account, so we can kind of know, what's going on with that account. And so yeah. So I would say yeah. So that was I hope I read the question. The question was, how much can you? But yeah, you can get started for. Yeah. So it's really possible. Like I said, just start somewhere, and if you're approved, and I would recommend you all get approved in the categories, and grocery, get approved in health and beauty and personal care, get approved in all those categories, because you have to remember that people are Amazon has a whole grocery section. You can buy all your groceries on Amazon. So anyway, so that's how I would do that. So any other questions? Cool, that was a good one. Any other questions about getting started? Just inbox me on Facebook. So that's all right. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Any other questions? So let's see here. All right. So that is so let's see. So you have to get those get those listed. So whatever items, like I said, whatever items you have, and even if you're getting them from like I said, from items that you're sourcing, if you're getting them from however you're getting your items, okay, then that's pretty much how you would do that. Now, I actually, and I'm going to give you all I think I'm going to give you guys a bonus item again. An item that you all can go out and source for less than, let's see. If you guys don't know, I actually have a sourcing service, and we supply items to the FBA sellers. Okay, this right here is let's see here. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm looking at a list of items that I have. I'm like, oh my God, there's so much money on here. Let's see. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something different, because honestly, I can't even decide. There's so many good stuff. So I was telling you that we actually have a sourcing service as well. So those of you that get started with our sourcing service today, which we have some new people that got started, then I'm gonna share with you these items that were have me doing that. I was looking at the spreadsheet that our sourcer sent over to us today. So anyways, so yeah, so let's do that. So those of you that you gotta take your FBA business serious, right? It's a very serious money making machine, and it doesn't take a whole lot of money to actually, get this thing off the ground. So, let me see if I got any more questions about how to list your first item. So, if you all, just shoot me an inbox if that's the case. Let's see. There's some other folks that. So, if you have some questions, so even after I get off, because I'm gonna be doing some coaching with my sourcing clients, probably once a week or at least once a month or whatever. So, if you have some questions about how to get your items in, then definitely we'll actually have some stuff for you all. But get started, okay? Take imperfect action. Get your listings up, and because the sooner you get it in, right, the more money you make. We were on vacation, and I promise you, probably like for a couple of days, we were like $300, a day. So if you do the math, right, and it's like $300 a day, and you're laying out on the beach in San Diego, it's a no-brainer. So the more items you get in, the more the more money potential that you're able to make. So, like I said, guys, if you have any questions about, listing your items, getting your first shipment into Amazon, I know I didn't go into actually converting that shipment because it'll take you into a shipping plan and stuff, and it's, that's a whole nother step. But the first step is you listing the item, okay? Putting the price, the description, all that kind of stuff. Get that in, and then on later trainings we'll deal with how to really go to the next level. I have to figure out a new system, a new webinar system, because I'm not going to use the one I got. So, because I really want to show you guys some stuff, but we're actually broadcasting live on YouTube and stuff, so I don't want to broadcast all of the good secrets, and the things that you've paid for. So, all right, guys, I'll see you all next time. Look for the link. If you have questions, you can still inbox me, okay? Just inbox me on Facebook. If you want to know about the sourcing service that we actually have, then inbox me as well. We'll get you a link to that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.